When I first started into blended teaching, I didn't hear about it or read about it in a book and think it was a great idea. I saw the need for it in my classroom. I noticed that the role that my teachers played for me when I was a student were not the same roles that teachers were playing today or that kids needed us to play today. I realized, when I was a kid, I would still ride my bike down to the library and shuffle through a card catalog, and I'm not even that old. And I would find books, even magazines and newspapers when I was a kid. Those things almost don't exist to these kids anymore. I mean, they do, but the nature of these things has changed. The nature of information has changed. When I was a kid, publications that were a decade old were still considered valid, where in today's world, there really is no dependable static life of information. It's being updated in real time, and my role has to change to adapt to that. I can't be the source of information because it's moving too fast. In science we talk about these great filters. I think I can be a great filter for these kids, and I can make certain ideas become extinct. What I can do with my training and my experiences, I can recognize quality materials way faster than these kids can. For me to go online and find a resource that explains something as simple as a topic sentence, I might click through 10 or 15 links in, the same amount of minutes, 10 or 15 minutes. But if I were to ask an eighth grader to do that same thing, they can't recognize good information from weak information, and they can't prioritize that information, but I can. So my role is to be an expert at knowing what it is and knowing what's good. And I can go online, and in 10 or 15 minutes, I can scour and find those resources and bring those back to my students and show them. And then, using only good resources, my students can learn with me as a guide, and I can answer questions, and I can explain and direct. So my role has changed. I'm no longer the source of information. I can't be. Instead, I get to be the great filter that makes all of those weak or incomplete ideas go extinct and provide my students with the very best information that I can. Some of my tricks for doing this they're not magic. There's nothing special really about it. Do a Google search. Go and search Google for topic sentences. But one of the things that I found that makes it really nice is just put in PDF, or one of my favorite tricks is just type in topic sentence and then .edu. And what I end up finding is that filters out a lot of stuff using Google and its tools to help me not have to look through so many poor resources. And then I can build these digital clearinghouses of all of this information. And each year I can go and refresh those, and I can make those better for my students and make sure that they still make sense after the shelf life of that information has expired in other places. And that now is my role in the classroom, is the great filter, the guide on the side, the one who helped students learn and empowers them to navigate through only the best materials and resources that are available that I can find.